from somewhere in New Zealand. It's the YouTube show with Dave Benson.
I think you knew a thing or two about painting. Well, you're going to be in good company, as we've got TV celebrity Daniel Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is a true Renaissance man, combining the precision of master painter, the passion of wildlife conservationist, and the charisma of an international television host. Renowned for his hyper-realistic portraits and evocative wildlife art, his work has graced esteemed venues like the JFK Center for Performing Arts. Beyond the canvas, he's ventured into the wilds of Cameroon to support conservation efforts for the endangered Cross River gorilla. And if that weren't enough, he brings art to life as the host of the television series When Paintings Come Alive. Please join me in welcoming the multifaceted and immensely talented Daniel Taylor.
Hello, I'm your host Daniel Taylor, and welcome to When Paintings Come Alive. Well, there we are. We're done.
Hi there. Hi, Dave. I'm doing quite well. Everything going well for you?
Everything's going really well for me. What about yourself?
Quite good. Busy all the time. Always up to something. Not mischief, but always something good on the go.
There's nothing wrong with mischief, Daniel.
You have to talk to my wife about that.
Daniel, you are, well, you're quite a person. You run a YouTube show. You've been painting for 54 years. You've got work at the Kennedy Center. Like you've got quite a plethora of work that you've done out there.
And it continues too. I'm also critically endangered species, wildlife species conservationist, and we've been doing that since 2007.
Wow.
So we go to Africa there, and mainly our flag species is the gorillas, or the Cross River gorilla, and the mountain gorilla. Yeah. So we help with programs with that, and I've got that on the go.
Awesome. So is there quite a few endangered gorillas over there, or I don't know a great deal about gorillas?
Well, the mountain gorilla is quite endangered, but even more so is what's called the Cross River gorilla. Now that gorilla, there's about 350, I guess, that exist.
Wow.
And our expeditions are going out deep into the jungles trying to find these incredible Cross River gorillas. They're only about our height. They're not very big, very smart.
Yeah.
They'll actually put a stick inside the river or someplace to see how deep it is before they actually cross over.
Jeepers. Honestly, they're smarter than some people I know.
Yeah.
Why are they endangered? Is it mainly poachers that they're endangered from, or?
A lot of it's poaching over the many years. Nigeria, of course, a lot of them, if they cross over in there, they're shot, as the gorillas are. And but yeah, mainly for poaching.
Let's talk about your painting, because I'm fascinated with that. How did it all kick off? Where did it all start? Where did you get this passion? Was it as a child, or?
Oh boy, you're going back a long ways. Yeah, yeah, a long time. I was just a little guy, probably about 4 years old. I remember sitting in the kitchen, my mom's kitchen there, and sketching and that. I did a picture from the old National Geographic magazine of King Tut. It was new then.
Yeah.
And so I sketched the picture as a 4-year-old, but it looked like a much older person did it, and they had the newspaper come over and magazines come over and photograph myself, and they called me a child prodigy, and so I continued from there. I just loved it. And to tell you the truth, when I was in grade 1, I loved art so much, such a deep passion. Even as a little guy, I failed grade 1. They had to put me back again, and I still had a hard time keeping my mind on the studies. I wanted to draw, I wanted to paint. So it started as a deep passion, call it a gift, and it's been going since then, and I can't stop.
Well, I mean, it must be great to do something that you've got a passion for anyway, so.
Yeah, and even greater than that is to be able to use that outside of hanging a painting on a wall and selling it and that sort of thing, which is fine, to use it to educate other people and to help kids and to teach them as well, using the arts. So it goes well beyond just simply painting a picture.
And you've got pieces, as we said earlier, in the Kennedy Center?
Yeah, a couple of pieces there. I've been there for quite some time now. And I don't know, it's all over the world. Of recent, the Shard building in England there, the largest, the tallest building there in the UK. They used my work. It's called layering when you paint. So they used that thought in creating the glass facade on the building and layering the glass. So that was quite an honor that they used the way I paint as an example toward their building.
Do you ever go to the Kennedy Center and see your pieces and just think, maybe I need to touch this up, or I've missed something?
I guess you can feel that way, but once you leave a piece of artwork, it's gone. It's got a life of its own.
Yeah, you've got a YouTube show. So this is When Paintings Come Alive.
Well, yeah, it's more of a go-to site. I don't really encourage it so much as a show.
Right.
We do have a television show. It plays, I'm not sure if it still plays in New Zealand. I know it plays in Australia and all across the United States and Canada and various places around the world as a TV series.
Oh, wow. And that's When Paintings Come Alive?
Yeah, for the last 15 plus years.
Jeez, now I've only caught some glimpses. So what is When Paintings Come Alive?
It's a very unique show. Of course, it's using the art, and it's got a story behind it. You follow a story as well as the painting itself, the subject I'm painting. It's a very subject diverse show, and it deals with all sorts of things, whether it's a skier, aeronautics, space, children, old folks, skiers. I don't know. It just goes. The sky's the limit. Well, obviously, it's beyond the sky. So yeah, and it's a very positive show. Nothing ever negative about it.
Look, it looks. I mean, if it's been going for 15 years and it's across the globe, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Really enjoy it. We just recently added in actors, live performances within the older episodes.
Yeah.
And the one we recently put out is called The Mighty Fraser River. Now, that was a good show as it was. We thought, well, let's put in a prospector, someone that's actually supposed to be there in the 1800s. So this fellow, Terry Holmes, he says, sure, Daniel, let's do this. Let's carry this out. So we did inserts of Terry acting as this gold prospector.
Wow. So you got the educational piece as well as the art piece. And
yeah. So it seems to be working out quite well. And if it continues the interest that it has already, then we'll do some more like that.
Oh, very cool. And I mean, talking about the educational piece, you're also an instructor as well.
Yep. Teach. Yeah, I got my students.
Is it kids or is it adults or?
It's across the board. It's kids and adults, old folks' homes. It doesn't matter. We teach as many people as we wish to, or which we of course enjoy doing, and it's a program that so many people get a kick out of it and learn. You don't have to know how to paint. You don't even have to have a real interest in painting. But once you get your hands in there and you try what I teach, you just thoroughly enjoy it. You get carried away. You live a different world. You're in a different zone.
So what's an example of that? How do you start them off?
I'll start them off. Let's say a painting, a portrait of flowers. Very simple.
Yeah.
And I'll start it with a triangle of dots, colored dots, and they'll gradually paint the petals of a flower. And then, of course, put the stem in there, and it'll grow from there. And it's quite interesting because virtually every single person does their own thought, their own take on what I'm doing. And some of the works are just extraordinary.
The only thing I've ever seen is within the painting realm is a lot of people where I live go to, I think it's wine and paint, they call it.
Okay.
And they go and have a bottle of wine with some friends, and then throughout the night they're all painting the same kind of picture, and then it all comes out differently. And as the wine flows, the painting slurs slightly.
Well, it's basically the same thing, And yeah, there's the premise of it is for them to have fun.
Now, I've got some fast fire art questions for you, Daniel, if you're up for
Of course.
All right.
Okay, let's make it happen.
Favorite color?
Gee, now you really caught me. Blue.
Brushes or palette knives?
Both.
Oh,
And as both, yeah. And as far as paints, I started out as an oil painter and got into acrylics. And the reason I do acrylics, I'm known as a high realist artist, very realistic paintings.
yes.
And so painting acrylic, and I do it in very thin coats, it's quick to dry, so I'm able to do that. Whereas oil, I can't do that as fast. I have to wait.
Digital or traditional art?
Oh, not digital. No, I'm an old timer.
Best artist in history?
Besides me? No.
That's a fine answer.
No, I don't know. I have so many of them, but I tend to go back to the times of the Renaissance and that sort of thing. The masters of the past.
Sketchbook, essential or optional?
For me, it's optional.
Ah,
It used to be essential, but now, because of expeditions I do, when I go down to jungles, let's say, and that I'll do quick sketches of the environment, a lot of photographs, and I'll take that back with me and I'll create a painting from it.
morning or night for creativity?
I don't know. You know, Dave, it can be anytime.
Art studio, messy or tidy?
I don't have an art studio anymore
Ah,
because doing high realist work, photorealist work, I can take it anywhere with me, and it doesn't matter. So I could sit in the living room, watch TV, or I like company, I like noise, I like people around.
work in silence or with music?
Both.
Okay.
I enjoy life around me.
Abstract or realism?
Realism, right across the board.
Biggest artist influence?
Again, we're going back to the Renaissance. So
Okay.
right across the board with that. Yeah, Michelangelo.
That's the fast fire question. So that now tells us that you are a well-known and established artist. These are proven scientific questions.
Were they? What are you trying to tell me?
So what's next for you, Daniel?
Well, I'm busy working on the show right now, and I've been doing private paintings. I call them private paintings. They're separate artwork for people I know and friends and relatives. I haven't done that in a long time. And so I have grandkids and great grandkids. So I'm doing I just did a picture of my great granddaughter, and it worked out quite nice. So yeah, I'm working on that sort of thing. And before I get myself back into high realism, the real high realism, and it takes 1 year to do one painting.
Oh, wow.
And so I don't know if you saw the picture of the gorilla. I did that in public for a year. It's called a mountain gorilla. And of course, that was toward the preservation of the mountain gorillas. And so that went quite well. I don't know if you understand high realist art. It means the analogy that I have is like mountain climbing. I used to do a little bit of mountain climbing, and it's like freehand, going solo, using just your fingertips. And of course, one mistake and you're gone. Bye. Whereas painting, one mistake, in my case, you can maybe correct it a bit, but usually no. And of course, you don't fall down to oblivion, but you have to start all over again. 1 year again, over again. So you just call the first one a test, and that way you'll keep your sanity. You know?
Daniel, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. For any of your website and details, you'll be able to find the details right here. And people will be able to go onto your website. They'll be able to have a look at the shows that you've been creating. And more importantly, they'll be able to see your beautiful artwork that you've got out there.
Oh, I appreciate that, Dave. Thank you very, very much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Daniel. We'll be right back after these messages.
Welcome.
Today, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Huge thank you to our guests, Tom Paolino, Daniel Taylor, and Debbie Price. We'll catch you next time.